Greetings, beloveds. Just wanted to send a little encouraging message to you, reminding you of who you are, whose you is, and encourage you as you face a slew of trials. I don't have to be there with you to know that you are being refined through afflictions, and you read the scriptures so you know that afflictions are gifts from the Most High. He only disciplines and refines and purifies his own, the ones he considers as his children. So please keep that in mind. I'll be offering a video, look out for that, that gives us the detail of how to count it all joy in the face of adversity. But this video, we're going to just touch on something real time sensitive right now. Why are we who are seeking him with all our heart, who are seeking to walk like the Messiah, which is to follow scripture, going through the worst kinds of stuff? What's going on? Okay, I have good news for you. The word lets us know, Abba lets us know everything. So we have peace now. So it was written in Daniel, book of Daniel, and also in the book of Revelation, that the Kodeshim is given into the hands of the enemy for a time and a half, and also the beast was permitted to wage war on the Kodeshim and to conquer them. All nations, all tongue, every single one. So I don't know if you knew that we are not going to go through to the Messiah unscathed. He let us know that's not going to happen. He went through a lot, and we shall too, to be refined. So even though it is prophesied that that is to happen, what are we to do? What are we to do? What are we informed, instructed to do? We are to endure in faithfulness, in belief, and be steadfast in belief and faithfulness. So even though the beast wears out the saints, the Kodeshim, different translation, or the set apart ones, are given over into the hands, and it's mercilessly treated. The one who is in charge of everything, though, and who takes care of his people, guards us. So our enemies are like grasshoppers, annoying grasshoppers, according to scripture. Even though the beast was permitted to wage war against, or is permitted to wage war against the Kodeshim and to conquer the Kodeshim, and it was given authority over every tongue, tribe, people, nation, we have the joy of Yah. We have the joy of Yasha. Ehe ashe ehe. I'm learning. I'm learning so much and unlearning so much. So the name he mentioned to Moshe was Ehe Asher Ehe. And I don't get into laws and names and all that. He teaches his people, but I'm excited to practice that on live. But Yah is awesome. He is great, and he is splendid. So we have the joy of Yah, who is the armor, the shield of Yah. Isn't that his son? Yahusha, the word. Yah delivers us. He sent redemption for his people, and he also lets us know none is lost. So, beloveds, here's a gentle reminder. Number 1, worry not, let nothing and no one bother you, because for if the good news is veiled, it has been veiled to those who are perishing. So if, for example, you're beseeching family members and friends for years and years and years, and they are hard and not interested. Abba will work in them. They will not get lost if they are His. Be at peace. They will not be lost. You've planted the seed. You've released the truth. You've laid it at their feet. Now remember, who does the conversion of the heart? Who softens and hardens? So step back and pray. Step back and trust in the promise that no one of His people are lost. Number 2, we do not lose heart. So let me say that again. We do not lose heart. This is something we are to remember not to do. Even when hard pressed on every side, we are not crushed. Even when perplexed, we are not kept in despair. Even when persecuted, we are not forsaken. Abba never forsakes us. Even when thrown down and the kitchen sink at you, we are not destroyed. For by the power of Messiah, Yahusha, we overcome this world. We are able to stand to the end on His vine. And we are alive through Yahusha. And when we die this mortal death, we rise in Messiah. So there's nothing to fear. What can man do? Fear and revere instead the one who can destroy the body and the spirit. Okay? So what can man do to us? Who shall we fear? What should we dread? No. Don't let situations and circumstances, daunting, threatening, dreadful things scare you. Don't give it that power. Don't give your power away. Let it spook you. And don't let the phantom of the future have the best of you. Turn to Scripture when you're feeling weak in this resolve. Number 3, the outward man gets closer and closer to mortal death every day. Each time you inhale, you're closer to the grave. You're oxidized, and oxidation and free radicals roll, and it's like decay. Sorry, I don't mean to be morbid, but that's the truth. But the good news is, the inward man, the spiritual one, the eternal one, is renewed day by day. Number 4, therefore, beloveds, don't lose heart. Walk by belief and not by sight. Be of good courage and stick in Scripture. Seriously, remember this. Are you listening? Remember, what we're experiencing is momentary. It's just momentary pressures, momentary crises. They're just there to serve the Father's purpose, just refining us so that we may share in His set apartness. And it's working for us a far more exceeding and everlasting weight of esteem and glory. Okay? So we are not to focus on what is seen, but what is not seen from Abba. For what is seen passes away, but what is not seen from Abba, from above, is everlasting. So hold on, beloved, and keep in mind that we are in a spiritual warfare. And if we don't pick up our weapon and put on our armor, meaning put on Messiah, it's simply sticking in Scripture and following. As the word says, you know who is true by how they live. You read it and you live by them. So to follow the Messiah is really just simply walking by the revealed instructions of the Almighty in love. I hope this has blessed you, and please do share if you found it beneficial. Share. Look out for each other. It's not just about me, mine.